Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
They're all home. Or over at the new transmitter.
How was that festive change?
It was wonderful. It was very festive. It was a fascinating time for everyone. But there's a hum here and nobody cares. And yours, well, I have yours. I have your cord strung over to my microphone. Because listen, can you hear the hum?
Yes, I can.
Well, listen to...
I heard the other hum. You don't have to do it. I heard that.
The hum on mine. How come it's not humming now? Well, it's making that funny swishing
Now it sounds
sound.
like we're at the ocean.
Yeah. All right, I'll... Oh, man.
Are your drums plugged in?
No. No.
Well, this news is brought to you by Car.
You know what aggravates me?
What?
You go upstairs and there's like 4 studios. Complete state-of-the-art studios for a stupid mono AM... Well, there's stereo, but who's got AM stereo? For a stupid AM station. The hum that's on my microphone you wouldn't even hear on an AM station. And down here, we got a bunch of... They throw us in a room with a bunch of crap, and nobody ever comes down here. Nobody fixes anything. Nobody gets anything new. Well, we're building a studio upstairs for you. Well, where the hell is it? Let us use one of the other ones up there. There's 4 of them up there. Guys sit around in there and read the paper. Sit around up there in those studios and read the paper. In different studios. Engineers just sit around and read the paper. We're down here, this stuff doesn't even work right.
You know what? It sounds like since you keep plugging it in, there's different problems. Maybe it's the microphone itself.
I tried,
My mic?
Yeah, it's not... I don't know what it is. It's aggravating.
I know. The news is brought to you by Carex Mufflers.
Rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, call the Carex man.
Hi, I'm a foreign Carex muffler man. What I mean is, I carry foreign car mufflers that are backed by a full warranty. That means that if your Carex foreign car muffler ever comes up defective, blows out, or rusts out, we'll give you a new one at no charge. No charge for installation either, no matter how long you own your car. So, if your foreign car muffler's making loud foreign noises, passes nous un coup de fil. That's foreign for give us a call. We're in the yellow pages under mufflers.
Rattle, rattle, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom. Don't worry, call the Carex man.
Wherever you are in Chicago land or northern Indiana land, there's a Carex man nearby. He's got the right muffler to fit your foreign car and a warranty good for as long as you own it. Not any better. Howie got some instructions from Jerry. He said, take the power supply and pull it off of the wall.
And he did.
So Howie came in and pulled it off the wall. And we were impressed by your manliness, but it still
He
hums.
came roaring in here like a lion.
Yeah. I'm not mad at you, Howie, but you know, it aggravates me. I mean, they think the show isn't happening. They think something's not funny or in poor taste. They yank us upstairs so fast it makes our heads spin. But we can sit here and broadcast all day with technical problems and nobody cares. Well, whatever. They can hear this at home, right? Okay, turn me off and you can hear it. Wait, let's be quiet. Okay, now turn it off. It's different now that you turn it back on.
Yeah.
It's better, a little bit better, whatever you did there. Well,
okay.
Just deal with it.
Okay. I'll just plunge ahead here. I have 2 court cases to report. Dan Rather's delighted. Dan was found innocent in that 60 Minutes court case this afternoon. A doctor who was linked to an insurance fraud scheme on 60 Minutes wanted millions from Dan, but the jury said the doctor wasn't hurt. No slander. Hustler and Chic magazines lost a big one in the Supreme Court today. They're never going to get their naked pictures back from Kodak. Seems they sent sexually explicit pictures to Kodak, and Kodak refused to give them back. Larry Flint, who publishes those magazines, sued, saying that Kodak, making that sort of decision, made a decision against his right of free speech. Well, the court threw the suit out, so Larry doesn't get his pictures back. Well, I guess obviously the situation is that Kodak does have the right to not give back processed film of naked people. They're allowed to make that decision.
That seems wrong.
That's what Larry said. He said, it was like Kodak making the decision on what he could print.
Yeah, or what he can own.
Or his free speech.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Well,
that's a stupid judge. Get him on the phone. I want to talk to him. Judge, what the hell are you doing?
Alderman Oberman wants a special city council committee to investigate an insurance policy that Mayor Byrne agreed to. It covers the health of the eyes of 24,000 city workers. That's nice. What Alderman Oberman says is not nice is that the insurance company has ties to organized crime and that the money may be lining the pockets of unsavory types. The economy is recovering. That's according to the president's chief economic advisor, Martin Feldstein. The bad news, unemployment is going to stay high for several years, maybe the rest of the decade.
Is George Hallis recovering? That's the big question.
They went with those guys, the I program.
Yeah.
Those unsavory types, because those gangster types, are these guys gangsters or mob or what? Well, that's the same thing, right?
Right, mob.
These guys have alleged mob ties?
Yes.
Because mob guys are into an eye for an eye. Kind of a log story for not a real big payoff, but nice try on my part.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Who plays where and when in Washington, D.C. seems to be of constant political interest, so I have these two facts. The Beach Boys won't be in Washington on the 4th of July, and you know why. But they will be singing at the White House on Sunday at a program saluting the Special Olympics. And yes, Secretary Watt has been invited. Meantime, we do have some news about acts for the 4th in our nation's capital. The Dead Kennedys and 4 other punk bands say they're going to appear at the Lincoln Memorial to wind up their 30-city Rock Against Reagan caravan. And I have a tape here from the lead singer of the Dead Kennedys. His name, of course, is Jello Biafra. And he explains why.
Didn't he run for something in San Francisco?
Yes, he did. He ran for mayor.
How did he do?
He didn't win.
He got some pretty many votes, though, didn't he?
I think he did get votes.
Like 3,000?
It's funny you should mention that because I have another quote that I decided not to use that's about that.
Yeah?
About his political ambition.
I think he got like 3,000 votes. Pretty many.
Well, remember he was running against also Sister Boom Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she was the spoiler.
Yeah.
She was like the Richie Daley of San Francisco, the spoiler.
Sister Boom Boom got a lot of votes. And so then there was...
More than Jello Biafra?
Yes, more than Jello.
Oh, then Jello was the spoiler.
Perhaps, when you get down to it.
So hard to keep track, isn't it?
Well, anyway, the ruling is that you can't run... there's a new ruling.
And you can't hide.
Who said that?
Harold Washington.
Anyway, the new...
And Muddy Waters.
The new ruling is that you have to run with your own name.
I say Harold Washington is Muddy Waters.
With a fake name.
That's why they had to fake the whole Muddy Waters death thing. Because you never see the two together at the same time. Especially these days. And I was with Muddy on a plane, and he looks just like... Or he looks, I don't know. What is it? Is Harold Washington Muddy Waters? I don't know. But they look... If you were to take a photograph of both men... and put them side by side, they look very similar. Deal with that.
Well, the ruling out in San Francisco was, to get back to San Francisco politics for a second, the ruling was that you have to run under your own name. You can't run under a pseudonym. So Jello says, maybe he'll change his name legally to Jello.
That would be fascinating.
Anyway, I have Jello talking about something he knows much more about. His campaign against Ronald Reagan.
We want to play to show that not everybody is going along with the direction that people are trying to get this country to head in. That not everybody is going to go along without a good fight for another war that's designed solely to benefit defense contractors and their friends.
So,
hey,
Jello?
I say if a defense contractor can't help out a friend, then I'm having trouble talking.
I know. Well, you just had a new baby.
Yeah, you know, last time I had one.
Same thing.
Yeah, and you know, before, too. Because before you get crazy, too. Right before, when you know it's going to happen. I recall that. Before Pat was born, before and, like, after I was weird and absent-minded and couldn't talk and stuff.
Well, you got over it before you'll get over it again.
I hope so. Because it frustrates me. I might need a back rub.
Well, maybe I could help you out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, that noise stopped, Howie. Pretty much. What did you do? It's there a little bit, but not so bad.
Anyway, that was Jello Biafra.
I'll just keep talking. I won't stop talking, and nobody will hear it.
On the cutting edge of politics, as usual. Oh, foreign sports intrigue, the Italian...
There's always room for Jello in any newscast, I always say.
Me too. The foreign sports intrigue story of the day, the Italian cycling tour must represent more than honor or physical prowess. It must have something to do with money, because Italian undercover cops uncovered an ugly plot to ruin the chances of last year's champ. Somebody tried to lace this champ's food with laxatives. A cop disguised as a waiter saw a man offer two waiters $2,100 each to lace the champ's food with a powerful liquid laxative. The plot was
Turning
foiled,
the bike race into a run.
as it were. And the champ, Giuseppe Cerrone, stayed healthy and did win the big race.
He still could have done it even with the laxative. Just take the seat off the bike. Sit right on the pole.
Major trade in the
Pole
American
position.
League. Gorman Thomas and Jamie Easterly and Ernie Camacho were traded by the Brewers to Cleveland. In return, they got Rick Manning and pitcher Rick Waits. Isn't Gorman Thomas...
Dan's cousin.
Well, he's going to be moving to Cleveland. Pretty cool tonight, down to 45.
You know what they do? They put them on giant cards, and then they hand them over. They trade them, just like we did. Got them, don't got them.
WLS radar weather, pretty cool tonight, down to 45. Tomorrow, sunny, warmer, up to 73 Wednesday. Sunny and warmer yet, up to 77 right now. Temperature officially 65 degrees. The news is brought to you by CarX Mufflers. Wherever you are in Chicagoland or northern Indiana, there's a CarX man nearby. I'm Maggie Brock.
Thank you.
You're
There's one right
welcome.
outside our window. I just saw him. 611 WLS-FM 95 Chicago. We didn't call Janet last hour. We'll do it this hour. Also, all my children update. And something else. Oh, wasn't I going to talk about circumcision? Yeah, let's talk circumcision. Man, I'm upset.
They do this without anesthetic, don't they?
I don't know about that, but they used to do it when the kid was born. And now you have to wait 24 hours. It's not fair. When you're born, you don't have any nerve endings. And I think after 24 hours, you get them.
You don't have any now.
Yes, I do. Don't say that. Don't you say
But
that.
how come when I kick the football and it hit you in the crotch, you didn't even flinch?
Well, it missed it. It's kind of small, so you have to. Your aim has to be perfect. You just hit me in the leg. Well, I'll talk about it, but they should do it when the kid's born.
Or give them an anesthetic of some sort.
They might do. I don't know if they do that. I mean, I don't know that they don't do that. All I know is little Michael was very upset yesterday. I don't know if they give, if they wait 24 hours, if they give the kid an anesthetic. I know they don't when they're born, because I saw it happen. But
You mean with Patrick, it was right away?
yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, with the trauma of being born and everything, and the doctor told me at the time that their nerve endings aren't really developed yet, you know, right after they're born, so it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But the state says you have to wait 24 hours. You know why? Because of the insurance companies. I'm pretty upset about it. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. WLS-FM 95. Thank you, Maggie.
Bye-bye.
The men of Floydstynia.
The Floyd of pinkness.
Yeah.
Not now, John. Not now. Not now.
The Final Cut. And Peter Gabriel will be at Poplar Creek August 2nd. WLS-FM 95. Did you hear about the school children in Milwaukee that are going to get boned?
Hey. Gotta talk is that. The Milwaukee Public Library expects to give away... You were asking where the dinosaurs go. Why, just Friday night, I think. No, Thursday night. The Milwaukee Public Library expects to give away 12,000 dinosaur bone fragments. Ever been dinosaur boned for being a school-aged child? This summer, the fragments will be given to every child who signs up for the library's 8-week summer reading program. The shards were brought from Montana dinosaur digs by staff members of the Milwaukee Public Museum. The reading program is sponsored by the museum and library and honors the museum's centennial. The library, it's right in the parking lot at County Stadium. Spilled out a bratwurst. Have you seen it? It's beautiful. Yeah, hey there.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey there. The library is also planning weekly events for the reading program, including a visit from archaeologists who took part in the dinosaur dig. Yeah, hey, we found a brat dating back 4 million years, yeah, hey, there in the parking lot of County Stadium there, yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey there, it's an old brat. It's a brat fossil, yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey.
Hey there, it's a brat fossil, yeah, hey.
I found some polyester pants from 3,000 years ago, too.
Yeah, hey there. And some white shoes, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey there, that were worn by the dinosaurs there. The Milwaukee dinosaurs that wore the dinosaur leisure suits, yeah, hey there.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, hey there. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. 623. Louise.
Yeah. Still got some traffic on the Kennedy. Still about 35 minutes to Cumberland. Heavy from Division to Damon, again from Sacramento to Nagle, with the express lanes backing up at Armitage. Inbound still got some backups, too, from Lawrence to Irving Park, again from Diversey through downtown. Eisenhower's clearing, but further out on the 290 extension, we're heavy at Addison. Stevenson is dropping under 20 minutes from Lakeshore Drive to Harlem. We're slow around the Ryan, again from Damon to Kedzie. Ryan itself slow to 18th, again 51st to 75th. Just about 20 minutes to 95th. Lakeshore Drive finally clearing up. Northbound is slow now from Soldier Field to Wacker. Southbound is looking really pretty good. So, have a good evening. That's WLS-FM Traffic, and I'm Louise Hill.
Welcome to Miller Time. It's all yours, and it's all mine. Bring your thirsty self right here. You've got the time, we've got the beer for what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller Time.
For the best time of the day, you want the best beer you can find. Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here. You've got the time, we've got the beer for what you have in mind. Oh, welcome to Miller Time. Yours and mine. Welcome. You know you're welcome. Welcome. Everybody's welcome. Welcome to Miller Time. Yours and mine.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
But he said, leave me alone. I'm a family man, and my bite is much worse than my bite.
This year, treat your family man to the sounds of Hall & Oates. Join Michelob and Poplar Creek when Canada Dry presents Hall & Oates in concert this Saturday. Hometown favorite Chicago come to Poplar Creek on June 19th. And the Charlie Daniels Band bring their Southern rock sounds on June 21st. Tickets available at Ticketron, or to charge by phone, call 426-1200. That's 426-1200. The sounds of summer from Michelob and Poplar Creek, where the stars come out to play.
For more information, see Friday's Sun-Times or Sunday's Tribune.
They started their collection in the year 320. They commissioned works from promising local artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Raphael, They kept adding masterpieces to their collection for 1,600 years. And finally, it can be seen on television. Watch tomorrow night's NBC White Paper, The Popes and Their Art, The Vatican Collections, at 10 Eastern and Pacific Time, 9 Central and Mountain Time. Sponsored by Xerox Corporation.
Did you know that Pope John Paul II has the world's most extensive collection of bowling shirt art?
Yes, I believe this is the most extensive.
Yeah, it is. I guess he's getting into bowling bag art now, too. So, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah,
I hope they bring that to town.
Garage door art. I think he's got a whole
Yeah,
warehouse full of that.
Yeah, yeah. That's coming to town, you know. That Pope
Garage
thing.
door art?
That Pope thing.
When?
In the summer.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing that they could afford so much expensive art.
You know, Gary, I guess all the poor people in the world got fed, and then they had some money left over, and they bought some nice art.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they wouldn't buy art for themselves until all of the poor and needy people in the world were fed. Because I know that's why people give that money when they go to church. So I'm sure everybody's fed, and that's beautiful. They have some money left over, they buy some nice art, they take it around and show people. Isn't that beautiful?
Today, more than ever, it pays to protect the investment in your car. Oil changes every 3,000 miles are like inexpensive insurance. Numerous tests prove frequent oil changes extend engine life and improve gas mileage and performance. And the place to make a lasting change in your car is BW Oil Service Centers. In and out in 10 minutes or less at a price that's hard to beat.
Why let it trouble you? You've got BW. Car care made easy.
Overnight low 48, high tomorrow 73, 65 right now. And we're just about ready for the All My Children update.
Yeah, I missed it today. I guess Opal found out about Jenny and Sam. Right?
Oh, good. Tell the whole thing, man.
Sorry. Okay, well, good talking to you.
Talk to you tomorrow.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
When's that paramedic parade up there?
June 19th.
Yeah?
Yeah. And Danny told me to ask you how his performance was at the Holiday Star.
It was good.
I asked him, but he wouldn't say. He said to ask you.
It's because he's shy. But it was good. He sounded just like Bruce Springsteen. He looked just like him, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, I wish I could have been there. Darn it.
Well, maybe next time. You still there? You still there?
Yeah.
What else is going on? Hey, this is from Old Style.
What is?
This water we're drinking.
Old Style water now?
Well...
Yahey.
Yahey there. Yahey there is from God's country, Yahey.
Lacrosse, Yahey.
Is that how you say that?
Yahey.
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse, yeah.
Right.
God's country.
Huh?
No, but it's LaCroix. Well, is that in French for the cross? LaCroix?
Oh, I'm talking about down here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's called LaCroix, sparkling pure mineral water. I've sent out for Canfields, but Dan couldn't find any. But this stuff's pretty good, too. Hit your bell again. Sparkling pure mineral water, low sodium, no calories, no salt added. Bottled for G. Heileman Brewing Company, Inc. of La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's called LaCroix. It's pretty good.
Twice brewed?
Yeah, it's been croissant, babe. They did the whole croissanting thing on it. It's super croissant.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I guess it means twice brewed, right? But what does that mean?
They didn't do it right the first time?
Don't steal my jokes. 6:29, here's young Mark with that update.
From Kenosha, Wisconsin, work hard, save your money, and someday you may be able to escape to here. This is the All My Children update for Monday, June 6, 1983. Opal is just about to open Sam's letter to Jenny when Myrtle comes back downstairs to shoot the breeze. Opal isn't paying attention. She's trying to imagine what the letter might say.
I felt it only fair that I tell you the real reason I had to break off with your mother. I simply couldn't tie such a vibrant, exciting woman to a man so much her inferior.
When Myrtle finally turns in, Opal opens the note. It's not what she expected.
Dearest Jenny, I have fallen in love. Don't think that you did anything to lead me on.
As the words start to sink in, Opal goes to the stairs and screams for Jenny, but Myrtle says she's not home.
I know where my daughter is, and furthermore, I know who she's with.
Jenny is at the chateau with Tad, who's getting pretty hammered to celebrate his heroism.
It's my party, and I'll cry if I want to. Besides, when am I going to have a chance to blow $100 again, huh?
When Tad starts taunting a middle-aged woman at a nearby table.
Hey, lady, what's wrong? Maybe you like younger guys yet?
The management cuts him off from the bar, and Jenny avoids further embarrassment by getting Tad to leave with her. Other awkward opportunities remain, like Cliff, who's enjoying a dinner with Kim when Palmer stops by.
I just hope that our young doctor here is able to hold on to such an exceptional young woman. Sure, I was real sorry to hear your wife left you, Mr. Cortland. Just took the baby and left, as I understand it. Yes, you're quite right. Of course, she didn't leave me for another man.
Cliff delivers the final cut by nodding in the direction of Monique, who's dancing cheek to cheek with Lars. Palmer is joined by Steve and Nina, who soon spots Cliff and strolls over to demand an explanation. He declared that tonight was his night with Bobby. Instead, he's out with his girlfriend, and Bobby's with a babysitter.
Right, I wanted to spend some time with him because I do love him. As hard as that might be for you to understand.
Well, I'm sorry I can't say the same thing for him. No, she's going to hear this. Do you want to know the truth, Nina? Bobby's adjusting just fine to your absence. He has all the loving care he needs or wants.
Nina finally walks away, and Cliff is determined to have fun in spite of her, but Kim wants to leave now, so Cliff takes her home with him. He's hoping for all-night romance, but Kim's not in the mood. She's troubled by the way Cliff lost his cool over Nina, an indication of his unresolved emotions.
I think we should stop seeing each other.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do. Whether you know it or not, you're still in love with Nina.
Oh, come on, stop that.
Look, Cliff, the deeper I get into this thing, the harder it's going to be to break it off.
Lars has gone home with Monique, and they're just starting to neck when the phone rings. It's person-to-person from Paris. An aging bombshell from Lars' past has tracked him down. She'll be in New York tomorrow and wants to see him.
Yes, very well. It is possible we could arrange a meeting sometime tomorrow, if I'm in the city.
You must be in the city. It will be worth it for you, my darling.
We'll see.
Lars dismisses the call as business and gets back to Monique, but they're interrupted again. Palmer just can't get Daisy out of his mind.
Who is this? Who is this?
Which? They hung up?
I think they was your ex-husband.
Tad staggers over to McKay's with Jenny, who sits by herself while Tad says hello to Sam and his friend Buck. Buck asks Tad if he gave that letter to Jenny. Tad says no, not yet.
Where did you leave it?
On the table, right there. Right there.
Oh, Buck, no. Hey, Sam, where are you going? I'll just see you later.
Sam races over to Myrtle's to search for the letter, but Opal comes home and tells him it's too late.
How dare you lust after a child like that?
That wasn't the way it was. I never touched Jenny.
You did. You would and you did. You are a disgusting pervert. You tried to get through my child through me.
Sam tries to explain himself, but Opal's in no mood to listen.
Take it out on me. It wasn't her fault. I shouldn't have told her how I felt.
Beth, get out.
Please,
get out.
promise me you're not going to hurt her.
Get out.
Opal.
Jenny drops Tad off at his house, but his drunken stumbling wakes up Kate, Ruth, and Joe, who can't resist a little late-night discipline.
How often do you have $5,000 snatched out of your...
Oh, I don't want to hear about that money anymore.
Of course you don't. It wasn't your $5,000.
All right, now listen to me. You are going to shape up, young man. You're going to go to summer school, and you're going to get that diploma. And you're going to get a job and earn your own spending money.
Kate begs Joe to wait until morning, and Ruth seconds the motion, so Tad goes up to his spinning bed, but now Joe is ticked off at Ruth, too.
And I would like, just for once, for you to stop siding with him and to start backing me up.
Opal is a complete emotional wreck by the time Jenny gets home.
Mama, I'm sorry. What's going on? I'm not talking about your staying up late. I'm talking about your affair with my boyfriend!
That's the All My Children update. From Kenosha, I'm Mark Cernick, and now, the man who can finally say all my children and believe it, Steve Dahl, and the man who knows the truth, Garry Meier.
I don't even have to watch the program. The dialogue is funny enough.
Yeah, that Opal, she's something else.
She's great. And I just remembered a piece of Kenosha humor that I thought you might be interested in. Remember we were talking about a murder at a bar called Bonnie's, where the woman, she was murdered with a hammer.
By Trini Lopez. If I had a hammer.
Now her janitor is being held for that crime. But the joke is now, let's go to Bonnie's and get hammered.
Get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you tomorrow. 635 WLS-FM 95. Circumcision. The circumcision update is next.